What's up? What's up, people? Make sure I'm in the. Let me turn it a little bit. There we go. So. Und guten Morgen, guten Morgen, guten Morgen. Wie geht's? Good morning, good morning. How we doing today? You guys doing all right? Hopefully, you guys are doing okay. I'm gonna drop her hair a little bit further back. So, gotta get my drawing on. We are doing a commission warm-up. It's not really a warm-up, I gotta get this done. Doing a little Lizzo. Drop her face back a little bit and make it right. Do that, which would force that forward like so. Definitely want her hand. Right, so that. All dark, like so. Wrap her up like this. Do. Top of her head a little bit. In, drop that out. Like so, and a little bit like that. I think she's a little bit too big. There we go. This comes in like so. That, and then we got a little here for the fabric, right, like that. Here, wrap around, gotta get all those details in there, So. And this one too. so. So, and which part? This one. Lip here, a little bit of shadow, goes here. Ring comes out there. Alright, like so. And the hair is gonna be covering up a lot, so go ahead and throw that in there. Like, I don't think that's be up like so. Don't need that. Okay, and this comes up here. Sure that is round, because I don't want that to be all weird. And it comes down. So, okay, and this comes out, loops kind of here, and this comes, I'll just kind of loop that down, comes up and over, like so. This one comes up, so we'll put a shadow here, like so. That comes up, so we'll put a shadow here. We got another one kind of coming here. Shadow there. Two more coming out of here. So out of here is another one like so. Another one that comes down like so. Right, and that should be good there. Alright, and out here, go a little low right there. So I think we're good. Alright, that. Hair. Hair is coming all the way down to here. Alright, see? We're getting there. We are getting there. We're gonna get there. Alright, so then this pops out like so. And this comes out like so. So, right, like that, and then of course the hand. Round part here. So, and here. Fingernail. Hands, 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 hands. Okay, okay. Don't exactly know what, but something did. Alright, now the hard part. I hate drawing likenesses. Yeah, see, that's the problem right there. All right, well, that came together kind of nicely. Where'd my eraser go? Drawing them eyes. Alright. Not that horrible. We're gonna drop this chin just a little bit. Down a little bit. Bringing some stuff in, make her look less weird. All right. This comes in like so. Alright, I'm going to pull this hairline back. Work on her nose a little bit. I don't think it's that big. Right. Here we go. Faces. Comes in like that. Comes in like so. What time do we got? Hey, what time do we got? Okay. Further up. Right? So this one would come down. Like so. Comes down like that. Too clean. Okay, so there we go. Alright, that comes in there like so. It's too much. big on likenesses. Gotta make it round. Man. That's what I'm looking for. hate throwing likenesses. Oh, what's up, Magic Fresh? How's it going, man? Expansions Art, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Loving the postal artwork. Thanks, man. God, I mean, this one it's coming together. This is how my family likes to send boxes. So I actually even started doing it for my my business as well. So if you buy stuff from me, bam, you get some postal art. Just a little extra, you know what I mean? Just a little something extra to say thank you. So how are you doing this morning? Something about this bottom, this part that's throwing me. And that's the part that's really throwing me off right now. I'm chilling 7:50 a.m. PM. Oh, PM. PM? Where in the world are you? What other side of the country? What other side of the planet are you on? Oh, you're in Japan? Oh, sweet. It's like one day I'm gonna make it out to Japan. My son actually just got orders to go to Japan, so hopefully the whole family will be able to go out and see him. So I think we got it. So are you military or military, or do you just like Japan? He is in the Navy. He is in the Navy. I'm actually streaming out of Virginia, close to DC. Alright, now that I think I've sufficiently smudged enough and I got her face finally right, time to get some ink in. Oh, in Virginia Beach? Yeah, I used to work there. I used to work in Norfolk. There it is. Used to work in Norfolk. So what's out in Japan? Like I said, are you military? stuff first. Been out here for a few years. Yep, Navy. Oh, nice. Do you like it? Because like I said, my son's coming out there. I think it's in March. Memory serves me right. Yeah, I have a fascination with Japan ever since my father, who was in the army. You know, he really liked the martial arts and kung fu films, and so he introduced me to ninjas at a very, very young age, and I've since just loved it. And I've finally gotten to a point to in my career, in my artistic career, to where I can start my own project, and my magnum opus is going to be Ninja Empire. And so I've been doing some stuff for that already. We just, 2020 was supposed to be a big year, I think, for most people. And then 2020 was like, it was like, I don't think so. It's like, screw you and any plans you had. So, well, if you like martial arts, and you enjoy Japan, you should definitely stick around. I mean, I think you can tell by my overlay about what you're gonna get here, right? Normally, these morning streams, I mean, I'm going to be trying to do a whole bunch of different things with the morning streams, but for the most part, I think my morning streams are generally going to be traditional. So you'll be seeing all of the concepting of actual Ninja Empire, because I'll be using it to warm up. So, I mean, there's some stuff I can show you. If you're interested, I can show you some of my traditional work, my digital work, which has all of my Ninja Empire. I mean, I can show you my traditional work too, but, the digital work has, finished stuff. So, absolutely, I see. Alright, let me see something before we get this up, before I switch over. Just real quick. Alright, so that's up. So, let me bring up Photoshop real quick. Let that load for a minute. There we go. Oh, Expansion Art, thank you very much for that follow. New Ninja Challenger, welcome to the Ninja Empire. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We're gonna do a lot of ninjas and a lot of traditional stuff, so be prepared. Alright, let's see, where do we start? I don't know. Alright, we're just gonna start. Oh, let's flip this over real quick. To get rid of this. Whoops, wrong one. This one. Alright, so here's a ninja. This ninja was a challenge, and it was what if Ghost Rider was an actual ninja in my world? And so I didn't want to just give him a sword. I wanted to see how I can make him fit. This is, oops. Someone asked me to do a ninja based on a boar, the animal, and I was like, all right, challenge accepted. And I finally was able to get a hammer into my ninjas. Like, that was something I was excited about. Let's see, this one was, what if Chandra from Magic the Gathering was in your world? This is my ninja android doctor. There's a whole story that goes along with that one. Big story. This one's a fan favorite. The Ninja Rooster. So a lot of people love that one. Like I said, very much fan favorite. Then in the world, not everyone is a ninja, right? The world's ruled by ninjas, but not everyone is a ninja. And this was the first time that I was actually able to get my father into one of my works. And so this is my dad. He was a command sergeant major. So in my informative years, he was a first sergeant. So if you know your Army insignia, then you might see some similarities to this right here. It's for the first sergeant insignia. Let's see. This is the main character, the Black Dragon. It's the main character. A lot of fun there. Just a lot of different characters, you know, and I just started with this, so. And then one thing that I started doing, like, because I'm trying to also do like an animation and video game, and so I'm really trying to vary my style that will be interesting, you know, for cartoons and video games. So I'm doing something in the style of like Brawlhalla, right? And so that's one of my ninjas, my squashed proportion ninjas. Like vinyl pop ninjas. I think I had some other ones for backup. Yep. And then here's that main ninja again. Let me show you one more. I got a ton more, you know. But there you go. So that's the world, you know, well, some of it. And in 2021, what's up, Zeno? How's it going, man? Styles for different avenues. Yep. So there you go. Right. That's the gist, the quick gist of Ninja Empire. We're gonna be doing comics starting in 2021. I'm already starting to work on an animation, you know. And to be honest, like, I know about animation. Like, I've been in pre-production for animation, but to say that I've animated, especially digitally, would be incorrect. So yeah, we're doing our hand there, and I have actual students. Like I said, as far as the understanding of animation, I know a lot, right? Because I used to be a department chair for animation, so I know a lot. And then being in pre-production also helps. So I know a lot. I know how to do it. Just never really have, you know, outside of flip books and stuff. So, you hungry? It's like, you hungry? All right. Get something to eat, man. Ain't no one stopping you. I don't think. Oh, back here. Let's get back to the actual artwork. There you go. I look forward to seeing what you put out. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope a lot of people will be along for the ride. You know what I mean? Because like the best part about this project is the fact that I'm mostly doing it for myself, right? I've worked for other companies, Marvel, DC, all those places, and it's nice, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Having that under your belt and all the companies that I've worked for is really cool, but it's always somebody telling you what to do, right? Like, oh, well, I want it this way or I want it that way, and that's cool, right? Especially when you're getting started. But after a while, you really just want to be like, you know what? I really want to do my own thing. And then you have to be willing to take the highs and the lows that come with that. Especially if you're like, if you go to conventions and stuff, working on, you know, social media and all that kind of good stuff, you gotta, it's a lot. It is a lot. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be starting in 2021. This bad boy right here. See, my super book. Look at how thick this thing is. Right, 300 pages of pure Ninja Empire goodness is coming soon. Yeah. I mean, and it's very rewarding when you can be like, oh yeah, no, I did that. Like, I've had a goal for a very long time to actually have like a coffee table art book. Like, that has been my biggest, like one of my biggest like bucket lists as an artist. Like, I want to be able to have like a really big, thick art book, and I think that this is it. This is gonna be the one that makes that happen. I just found your channel like a day ago. Is there a specific reason why you are doing this on a priority box? No. Mostly because I actually do this for people when I send stuff out. It was an idea from my wife, right? It just gives a little bit of extra something to it, and it also, you know, I'll put like my contact information on there. And so if people, especially like the postal service people, if they see it, maybe they'll, you know, they'll be like, ooh, what's this? Oh, that's really cool. Let me check that out. It's just another way to try and promote myself. I used to actually sell these. Like, people would actually buy them. So but yeah, no, there's no, it's like nobody actually commissioned it or anything like that. It's just, it seems like good promotion, right? And in this day and age, you got to have something that makes you stick out just a little bit, and so that's why I do it. So, and you know, it forces me, because I have a bit of an issue of trying to make sure that everything, because if you see my work, or if you see my, you know, like stuff like this, right, it's very clean, right, when I'm doing sketch cards and stuff like that, right, and this box actually allows me to try try and loosen up, right? And not let my compulsive order to like draw stuff perfectly clean get in the way, like, because it's a corrugated box, so nobody cares, right? I mean, and the box, there's nothing you can do. Like, it's gonna do what it wants to do, which sucks. It really does. But it forces me to be okay with certain things that normally I just wouldn't be. I was like, man. So it's a good teaching tool for me, and I need it, because especially like in conventions, like I'm super slow when it comes to drawing, right? Doing convention drawings. So if I can be okay with the way something looks, it just makes things a lot easier. And this is teaching you that, because normally I'll make like a curved line like that, and it'll be nice and smooth, right? Well, in the corrugated box, you have to go back over it, because the bigger the strokes you make, the more it does that little wavy thing. So, bam, bam, bam. I also force myself to allow things to get messy, which is something I normally would never do. Because I started using like an HB. Like, I never use an HB like pencil lead. I'm always like 2H, or 4H. Usually this guy who uses really, really hard lead. And so by working on this, I was like, no, got to get faster. And so I started using the 2H again, or HB, and it just smears, right? And I got to be okay with that. Now, granted, I can erase it, and that's fine, but just one of those ones, and you're like, oh, it's all nice and dirty. So, are either of you guys artists at all? You guys stream or anything like that? Or are you guys just connoisseurs of the art? Most of the time, imperfections are a wonderful charm to the piece anyway. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I see so many people who do these amazing drawings, and it looks messy. And I'm like, man, that looks great. And yet I can't, like, for some reason, I just cannot bring myself to be that free. Like, I'll always come in and try and fix stuff. But that's just me. But it does have a certain quality, because people always, they're kind of, intrigued by the fact that, it's like, man, that stuff looks really clean. Did you print that out? It's like, no, that's marker. I'm like, what? So, but it comes with its issues too. I draw, but I'm trying to strengthen my foundation. Ha! Me too. Me too. Like, I think, well, if I don't have any like commission missions to do, when I'm doing these early morning streams, I'm going to be doing just that. Like, I'm going to do like a draw with me. We'll draw some hands or something like that, or character designs. Like, I'm really trying to push my my Discord channel, and so that way, if I'm like, all right, well, today, if you're interested, today's drawing that we're doing is on my Discord channel, so go check it out. Something like that. So, but man, always trying. And like I said, I'm slow. I'm generally super duper slow. I'm getting a lot faster, so, I'm enjoying that. But when I see other people, like I got a good friend, Elvin Hernandez. Goodness, that guy. If I could ever get to his, like, just speed, forget about it. I go through the same thing. I try to be more free with my strokes, but I get technical. Yeah, I'm a casual artist, I guess. I like dabbling in lots of things like clay sculpting, nice, or the kinds of sculptures, but in the last year or so I've started to draw. Nice. I'm pretty bad, to be honest, so I try watching lots of different folks and artists. Okay. The thing I have to tell you about drawing is that it is practice. Loads and loads and loads of practice. Like, if you're willing to put in the time and effort to practice, you are going to get better. There's no way around it. And it's the same thing with me, right? Like, before, I never actually practiced to get faster. And yes, there are things that you could do that will help you get faster. And I never did. I just always complained about being slow. And so, once I started going like, oh, I actually need to try and fix this issue, then I started getting faster. Go figure. So I'm hoping to kind of continue that as we go in to the new year. Which sadly, I'm really excited for the new year and scared at the same time. Because I'm really worried that 2021, where everyone's like, man, 2020 was the worst year ever. I'm worried that I'm worried that 2021 is gonna be like, oh, for real? Hold my beer. And oh my goodness. Because I tell you, I kid you not, that would be the worst if 2021 is just as or crappier than this year. I mean, and I had some good things happen this year, right? Got a new job. Yeah, that's about it. But that alone is something that I'm so happy about. Got me a new job. Life changed at that point. But being hurt, man, using those the conventions and whatnot, man, I never thought that. I really didn't think that I was so excited about conventions and going to conventions and stuff like that. But once they were gone, it was like, oh, what is this? This sucks. So, I'm looking forward to that getting back to normal. Thanks for the congrats. It's oh my goodness, it puts a smile on my face every time I can talk about this new job, because my old job wasn't necessarily the job itself, just the people who they put in charge. And when the people who are put in charge are threatened by every single thing that you're doing, right, and then they try and find ways to make you look horrible like all the time, you're just like, dude, I just want to work. What's the new job? The new job, I teach. So I teach illustration and occasional animation classes at Montgomery College. So I was a teacher at another, and we're just gonna go ahead and keep the name of the other college a secret. No need to No need to be horrible. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay. Just know that the college sucked. But once again, it wasn't the college. It wasn't the college. It was the people that they put in charge. But I taught graphic design there, and that in of itself was horrible because I'm like, I am not a graphic designer. And I told them that from the get-go. I'm like, look, I am not a graphic designer. And they're like, oh, okay, but you're going to teach graphic design, right? I'm like, I guess. You know, like, I mean, I guess if that's what's happening. So let alone I was teaching something that I really didn't want to teach. And, you know, I had to do a lot of research to just try and make sure that I was giving my students the best possible education, which in that department was not hard. But I really wanted to make sure that they got something out of the course, and the major. But like I said, once you started trying, you're like, hey, look, we should be doing this and we should be doing that, industry standards. And then people were like, well, you know, you shouldn't do that. How dare you try and make them professional, you know? And I would go against what most of them said, because a lot of people were like, oh, well, they need to stay local. I'm like, no, they need to get out of here. There's nothing here. You know, and they're like, no, we got to keep them here. It's like, no, we should really tell them not to stay here, because there's nothing here. I was like, there's nothing here. You shouldn't stay here. Oh man, I want to go to Texas to a convention. Those things are huge. Like, I would love to go to a convention out in Texas. I think I applied to go to one early on in my career. And like I said, it was early in my career, so nobody cared. I was like, nobody cared. Which, you know, completely understand. Not holding anything against anybody. So you said you went to a bunch of conventions. Are you a Marvel guy or a DC guy? It's a shame they try to force you to teach something you didn't want to. It's cool that you care enough to make sure. Yeah, you know, the thing was, and it wasn't like I kept it a secret, you know? I was like, I'm not a graphic designer. I don't know why you're trying to make me teach these classes. I mean, well, I know why, because they needed someone to teach it, but I was like, you hired me, you saw my portfolio, right? And I'm like, and what made things worse is when they asked me, they're like, where do you see yourself? Like, where do you want to teach? And I was like, in foundations, mostly because being able to make sure that someone has that strong foundation allows them to go, you know, into whatever they want. You teach them proper color theory and, you know, proper structure of the form and stuff like that, then they can go off and do whatever they want. Painting, graphic design, illustration, whatever. And then what they do, put me in advanced classes. I was like, ugh, why ask then? And they kept telling me, they're like, oh yeah, you're going to teach sequential art. We're going to have it so you can teach sequential art, which is comics, by the way, because that's what my portfolio was comics, right? They're like, well, we're going to teach you, we're going to let you do this. And it's like, okay. and then it just never happened. You're just like, dude. Alright, I think we... Nope. Those have got to be thinner. It's 08. Too many pens. Some of my Faber-Castell stuff. Brush small. One. Gigantic. Brush again. Chisel tip. Brush. Come on. What else we got here? 03. Ah, there we go. Honestly, I dig all the superhero stuff, but I mainly get into indie, crime, and fan. Oh, nice. Okay. No, you do not have to choose. If you like indie stuff, hey, I'm all for that. Good. Commission. So then what are you currently reading since you're doing indie stuff? The bad part is, since I was at that school for, was it 4 years? Coming up on 4 years, because my focus had to change, right? I had fallen out of comics, which was sad. Like, I had no idea what was going on anymore. You know, the only thing I knew about were the movies because of my kids. Which really sucked. Like, that was one of the things that really, really hurt me, was that I had no idea what was going on in the industry that I went to school for. You know, I was like, I did so much, and then it's like, yep, you're not going to do that anymore. And it's like, oh. But luckily now, coming in, I get to, get to go back into it, because I'm, like I said, I get to teach animation and illustration, so now I get to dive back into that world again, which makes me extremely happy. Hopefully not screw up these eyeballs. Man, that was a real shame, but I'm glad it's turning for the better for you. Thanks guys. Yeah, like I told you, like that was such a dark period in my time. Like, when it first started though, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going, because I used to teach in an art only college, right? And so I was like, oh man, I get to go, because I was going to a real university. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be great. It's got a football team, yeah, it's got all these things. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Right, and I got there, I was looking around, I'm like, man, this place is gonna be great. It took one semester, and I'm like, I have got to get out of here. That's bad. Like, in less So it was like three months, right? So like in 3 months, I'd known that I had made a mistake. And it's normally not the case when it comes to education, right? Like you don't really figure it out until you're in it for like 2 or 3 years at least, right? And you're like, oh, you know what? This is horrible. I don't like this. It took me 1 semester. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Problem was, because of my previous my previous employment, there was some really bad stuff that they were doing, and so all the places that that were hiring would see that I taught there, or that I was department chair there, and then they're just like, oh, this person must think like that. So I never got hired. And it was like, oh. So it was a rough time. Like it took me that long to just get another job. 4 years. 4 long years to get another job. But that's all over. This is my, like I said, first semester just ended. I gotta do grades, but the first semester just ended. I love every second of it. I feel like I'm back with my own kind. Everyone loves animation or manga, or you know what I mean? It's like everyone is on the same page. It's great. I know. The bad part was that my students they were like, dude, you need to get out of here, because they would see how my boss was treating me, and they're just like, that's horrible. And then, because I wouldn't just sit back and take the abuse, there was so much tension every time he walked into every time he walked into my class. And it was like, ugh. So, but like you said, free at last. Free at last. It was great. So excited. See, because my stuff is so clean, I don't really like adding these kind of things to. I'm not going to. I know that this person has some really high cheekbones, but oh man, thank you so very much for those biddies. Thanks, Expansions, man. It means a lot. Thank you. No, because it instantly makes them look old, so I'm not doing it. I'm going to make an executive decision to not to do that. But yeah, Expansions, man. Thanks. Thank you so much. All right, well. Oh, wait. Gotta actually draw in the fingers. Gotta draw them in. All right. We'll fill in the black. Fill in the black. Oh, let's see if we have another one. Here we go. Fill in the black. Then it's been good chatting with you, but I gotta get going. I'll catch you next time. Check you out on IG too. Thanks, Expansions, man. It's been real nice talking to you. I will definitely be bugging you about Japan, because that's awesome. But have a good night, since it's nighttime there, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks again for the bits. I'm almost done with this. You have no idea how exciting that is for me. Go back over it. Black, because I have this obsession with the black not looking like it's ashy. Sure. The bits, it's like donating money. So yeah, it's just like a donation through Twitch. And sometimes, depending on what kind of promotion you get or something like that, it comes with it, right? So with the promotion, and then you got a couple bits that you can give to people. It's just something, it's quick and easy for if you're not trying to do things through like PayPal and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really cool when people are willing to do that. Soup's cool. But it's only on Twitch, right? So I know that you should be seeing it, yeah, you should be seeing it in the chat, right? It's telling you what's going on, because I have an app that is allowing me to show both YouTube and Twitch chat at the same time. So yeah, eventually once I get monetized on YouTube, right, working on those watch hours, but once I get monetized, then I have the ability to do super chats in YouTube, and it's, you know, kind of the same thing. Now to get rid of all these pencil lines, get rid of all the pencils so that I can put some marker on it. This is so dirty. And of course, whatever needs to be fixed with lines, we'll just come back and fix that. Oh, I forgot a piece. Go. Let's see. All right, let's see. Got pink nails. what's really crazy about the box, right? It's got stuff printed on it anyway, and depending on what marker you use, it might actually pull up some of the ink from like the barcode, stuff like that. And of course, you know, you put some color down, you're like, wait a minute, that's not the color I want. And you literally have to wait until it dries to see if you screwed it up or not. Like, yeah. Came from. All right, let's see. Yep, that's the brown. Make sure we have another one, just in case. Just in case. That's great. Thank you. And I'm sorry that you can't see much right now, but because the box is like, it's a very long box, I'm sorry, because it's touching the back of my wall. So I apologize for that. Try and keep it in frame, but sometimes you're just out of frame. $6:43. Oh crap! I gotta end. I gotta go wake up my kids. Oh good. I'm gonna grab some food. Be right back. All right, man. Well, I'm actually gonna have to end it because I have to go wake up my children. Gotta get our day started. Thought it was a little earlier than that. So Zeno, I'll catch you at the next stream. Thank you so very much for joining and that you found the stream, and I hope you join us when I stream again and again and again. Thank you so very much, and yeah, welcome to the Ninja Empire. I hope you enjoyed here. We will be drawing ninjas. We will be doing traditional work. So follow me on the journey, because we're going to create this comic, video game, animation, toy line project together, and it is going to be freaking fantastic. Thank you guys so very much, and remember, born a ninja, die a ninja.